Hello there, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to EVE Online. Still the same recording session, and now we're going to repackage our frigate so that Aura will continue talking to us. Yes? Or Corvette, sorry. Okay, item hanger.
With modules. Open your inventory and go to item hanger. You will want to fit weapons, an afterburner, a stasis webifier, and your repair module.
Yeah, going to fit
right-click on each of the modules
everything
and
we're going to need for the mission.
You should then open your fitting window and ensure you have everything you need fitted to your ship. Now that you have...
The fleet is at the gate, Recruit. You know the philosophy. Destroy the hive, remove the threat. With the drifters pushed back, the mega corporations of the Caldari state can secure trade routes, continue expanding the economy, and establish a proper military deterrent to the Galante Federation. We are hoping that we will learn more about the drifters in this attack and figure out why they have been attacking us and removing the survivors. We've lost too many fine patriots already.
Set destination. Now we need to go a little bit further.
Destination. Click on the next location marker in the info panel to travel to the site.
Which we're going to do, and now we need to jump a few systems, which gives me a little bit of time for talking about the game a little bit more. Yeah, nice thing. Well, actually, a little bit about the relations between it, because as the fleet commander already mentioned, military deterrent against the Galante. Well, basically, the Caldari are mega corporations, states, thingy, and a few of those rebelled against the order and split off and became the Galante Federation. Now, the Galante Federation is involved with the Caldari, or in a... yeah, they're actually in active war, not cold, but active war. But there's also the two other factions, the Minmatar? I hope I pronounce it right. I even struggle with that name in German. And the Amar. And basically the Amar are very religious, and they are an empire, they are led by an empress, and they are a crossover between Chinese and Egyptian culture, you can say. They have the golden ships with very nice rounded shapes for them, and basically they are using slaves for their economy and everything they work. And one of those slaved factions were the Minmatar, which basically were a tribal society, which were the first race faction I think I remember, that were enslaved by the Amar. And the Amar also the oldest faction, and basically the Amar allied themselves with the Caldari and the Galante with the Minmatar. And when it comes to ship dynamics, basically pretty much all Caldari ships are shield tanks, and a load of Minmatar ships are shield tanks as well, but they do also have armor tanks. The Caldari use primarily missile launchers or rocket launchers, but also hybrid weapons, but their focus is clearly on missiles. The Galante primarily use hybrid weapons and drones, and they also have more rounded shapes of ships. Then you have the Minmatar, which all or most of their ships look like half finished, which is the in-joke, like the most damage done to a Minmatar ship is usually done by a salvage module. But they use projectile weapons, and the Amalu use lasers, and yeah, I think now I've covered every weapon set. Yes, I think I've done so. But anyhow, those empires are politically related to one another in EVE Online, and you can exploit that by doing factional warfare, which is PvP or PvE missions in low security space. Because there are three sets of space in EVE Online. There's the high security, low security, and the null sec, or null security systems. Basically, high sec is all the empire spaces where all the factions have their home regions of space. Everything is patrolled by Corp, which is the independent main policing force, which will blow up anyone who's doing a crime, or a capital crime at least. Then you have the low security space, where Concord is still present, but they only operate the gate guns. And you lose your personal security status, which if it deteriorates to -10, you will not be able to travel through Empire space, because then all the Empire security guards will blow you up simply. And then there is nullsec. In nullsec you can hold sovereignty, and you can do everything without any pursuit of crime or any pursuit by the law enforcement there. There are no gate guns. The only thing that's limited there is if you attack somebody, you have a certain timer. Once this timer runs down, you can safely dock again at NPC stations, or dock at, well, with citadels I'm not really sure, to be quite honest, since they were released in a time period when I didn't play the game. And you also have the basically this timer also inhibits you of jumping system, which can lead to quite nice gate camping mechanics, or breaking gate camps, which are basically the blockade of every where you can blockade every system in game in kind of a way. And there's also the server cluster shutdown, if you remember the last part. Basically EVE Online is down for a few minutes each day to replenish all the asteroid belts and just fix everything that happened during the run, and then it's back up again in probably like 10 to 30 minutes usually. Back in the day when I started playing it, it was really a full 1 hour interruption of gameplay.
This is the gate, the spatial rift that leads to the Drifter Hive. Our fleet just jumped in minutes ago, so expect some friendly company. You're gonna need it.
Definitely going to need it. And this gate looks so beautiful. I really do like the art style
Approach the spatial rift and activate the gate using the radial menu.
of EVE Online. Oh, now the damage control is no longer an active module, by the way. I remember that. Because back in the day this was an active module which you had to activate to gain all the bonuses to damage resistance. Oh, and by the way, the main advantages of using missiles or projectile weapons is that you can choose the flavor of the damage you're doing or dealing to enemies, which is quite nice, because there are certain types of pirates or drones which you fight in EVE Online during the course of missions, or if you just go ratting in different locations like hives or dens or hubs. In null space, that's your primary source of income, by the way, or most of the time, which are weaker to certain types of damage and also deal certain types of damage, which is quite nice because that gives diversity in fitting strategies in that as well, which also makes flying ships from different races quite interesting, or different factions I have to say, because there's only one thing which could be described as a different race, and those are Jovians. A little bit on that later.
Welcome to the show, recruit. Attention, fleet. This is Fleet Commander Katara. I'm assuming tactical command of the Drifter Strike Force Colony Fleet. So the plan is this. We will take out their fleet to clear a path to the Hive. Battleship wings, you are hammers that will break their lines apart. Cruisers, support the flanks of the big boys and be ready to provide ECM support. Frigates, I need your dogfighting skills. You guys have to keep any seekers or drones off the backs of the battleships and their support. Every shot will count in this battle, and I need every ship in the fight for as long as possible. Follow the lead of your commanders and maintain fire discipline.
Affirmative, Fleet Commander.
What the hell is this place? They seem to be assembling some abominations? And they're using our people as parts.
Approach and orbit the capital ship, then select target as soon as you get close to it.
Okay, let's go there. Chop chop. The Minokava. Oh! Ah, that's the new auxiliary capital ship, like the repair capital ship. Because back in the day, this job was performed by carriers, but they rebalanced it. Because I'm recalling right, carriers can't fit triage modules anymore. I'm not sure. I'm not fully up to speed to the new mechanics in game. That's why we are going in the future to sign up with a school in EVE Online, which is going to teach us all that stuff, and maybe they are going to help me with the let's play and make it a little bit more interesting with bringing in more guest speakers, so to say. And let's get ourselves up that capital ship. Probably destroyed, I guess. And you can have epic space battles, by the way, in this game, with up to thousands of players. It's always like every year or every 2 years, the record gets set higher on the biggest space battles, which occur in EVE Online or in any other multiplayer game as well. Quite a nice thing, actually. And this what the hell are they doing? This does not look like a stasis web. Or at least none that I'm aware of. Yeah, I'm webbing it. Usually you can't slow a capital ship down. If I'm remembering it right. At least not with a frigate usually. But I might be wrong on that one. The Amar have decided that there's something to learn from the Capsuleers when it comes to capital ships. I can't say I disagree. I've been trying to tell the Navy this for years. Remarks by Isukun said Mens Repola on the occasion of Amar Kaldari Capital Warfare Summit. YC 118.01.15. As well establishing close cooperation between Amar and Kaldari Capital Warfare tacticians and naval architects, but all but guaranteed that the Amar would share their conclusions on the need alter capital warfare doctrines and accommodate such changes with updated designs and new ship concepts. The infusion of Amar thinking on the subject of capital ships warfare served to break a long-standing impasse between doctrinal factions in the Kaldari Navy strategic command. The wisdom of learning from the example of the most experienced capital warfare pilots in New Eden was accepted, and the Minokava class force auxiliary, that's what they are called, was the eventual result. Actually quite nice. Another vertical spaceship. You don't have that very often. And this one actually looks quite nice. To be quite frank with you. And it's getting a pounding from the whole fleet. A little bit like Rooks and Kings.
Fantastic job, squad! Recruit, get back here and start lighting up the hive. We cannot allow it to continue to deploy these seekers any longer. Fleet, we've breached their defensive perimeter. Scanning the hive now. Pilots, once we have this data, we're burning it down. All forces find a clear shot on the hive.
Locate the hive on your overview and approach it. It's time to rejoin the fleet.
Yeah, let's do this. Going to
now log targets and and destroy the Circadian Seekers near the hive.
Oh. Well, going to do that. Kill those Seekers. Those who are following me as well, or are at least in my proximity, going to die as well. While we're burning away. I mean, some people don't like it that you don't need to aim your ship or whatnot, but actually I find it quite nice that you're not manually flying around shooting the weapons or need to sit in the turret, because this gives it really the advanced feel. You're basically quite far in the future and a different portion of space as well. But anyhow, this feels a lot like Star Trek. Okay, everything makes also sense in a Star Trek context here, because you are the captain. You are in command of your vessel. You just activate the systems and let the computer handle the targeting. Or you just tell, wait, target this, and the weapon swirls there and shoot. That's the way it works in Star Trek usually. That's why I find it actually quite nice in EVE Online. But people disagree on me on that on several occasions, but well, whatever floats your boat. We're going to unlock this target because we have other targets rather close, which we're going to blow up. Web it so it's slower so we can hit better and blow it out of the sky. Okay, one seeker left. Targeting, commencing firing. And it's gone.
Now it's time to lock your targets on the hive and fire your primary weapons.
Okay, let's fire at the hive, since that's what also the rest of the fleet is doing. But they are not making that much damage, it appears. Okay, we need to get closer. Much closer. To be able to hit it, because we are out of range. It's beyond the fall off range of a small hybrid turret, or civilian hybrid turret. Okay, let's give it a pounding. Yeah, structural warfare is always quite in EVE Online, but it can be fun. It can be fun. But most of the times you exploit the offline.
Recruit. I've just completed a surface analysis of the Drifter Hive database. The place is literally a factory of death. Bodies go in, machines come out. They've produced thousands of seekers, and we're building up the capacity to make millions. I'm not saying this is over, but I want you to know your actions have saved countless lives. When this battle is over and the next begins, it would be an honor to have you in my fleet. Now, when this thing is brought down, the explosion will be massive. I'm going to pull back the fleet to a safe zone. I'm leaving you with the honorable task of striking the death blow. You have earned it, Recruit. This will be the ultimate sacrifice for your comrades and the state. On behalf of the state, as of this moment, I, Fleet Commander Ray Katara, promote you to the grade of Naval Capsuleer of the Caldari State, and grant you full Capsuleer privileges under the Uli Convention. You've earned your immortality and independence. It has been an honor. We could not have eliminated this threat without you.
Oh, and yeah, you're basically immortal because every time you die, you wake up in another clone of yourself. Well, hopefully we're not going to lose our frigate, are we? No, well. Yeah. Now we are in our escape pod, trying to boost away, but I think we're going to get blown up. I think that is pretty much the point of this exercise. Is to die, yes.
Congratulations, Captain. You have become an independent capsuleer. This means you will now earn your own way in the world of New Eden. Your mentor would not leave you empty-handed, though. There is a new mining ship in your redeemable items, with the necessary modules to use it successfully for mining operations. There is also a blueprint, so you can rebuild the ship you so nobly sacrificed in battle. Before I fully activate the ship to your command, I would like to leave you with one final suggestion. Go visit the career agents. As you progress so quickly through your training, you may still want to fine-tune your skills. The career agents are also a great way to earn more rewards. It has been a pleasure to guide you through this challenging process, Captain. Fly safe, Capsuleer. Click on the highlighted EvE Help icon in the Neocom and select Show Career Agents.
Very nice profile picture of our commander. This package has been awarded for your swift, decisive actions on behalf of the Caldari state. This meticulously constructed strong box is hermetically sealed with a robust electronic locking mechanism, which provides a perfect level of internal preservation. However, compromising the seal will have devastating effects on the container, causing it to fully disintegrate. Despite that, the integrity of the items held within is retained, keeping them safe for future use. We're going to open this container. What? Do I need to hack it? You got to be kidding me. Oh, no, I need to oh, we get a venture, mining frigate. Mining laser, of course. Salvager. Mining laser upgrade. And a Merlin blueprint. Quite nice, actually. Really nice.
Click on the highlighted EvE Help icon in the Neocom and select Show Career Agents. Take a look at the different career agents. Each career agent specializes in a certain field. When you've decided which interests you most, set destination to their location.
Okay, we are going to start a military career. We're going through all the career agents.
The next Stargate in your route will always have a yellow icon like the one below. Find this gate in the overview and jump through to move closer to your destination. You can also activate the autopilot to automatically warp and jump your ship towards your destination. While useful, the autopilot is not as fast as manually traveling from gate to gate.
As I already told you. Okay, we're going to get a reward for bounty prices. Well, that's quite nice, actually. Okay, control. Do we LC? Do we have any weapons? No, not yet. So we open the market with R. Search for civilian ship equipment, data analyzer, shield booster, drones. Okay. Ship equipment. Oh, there we have it. Okay. Well then, let's go to our career agent. Oh, but we're going to leave our ship and do that with our pod, because the pod is fastest in warp, if I remember correctly, or pretty much insta warp, and it gives you the advantage that every time you dock to a new station, you will get your Corvette back with the civilian.
Once you've docked at the career agent station, you can contact them for further instructions.
Yeah.
Warp drive active.
But you really don't need me traveling all around. So what I'm going to do is making a small cut, I suppose. Or let me look up how much time we have left. Oh, we still got 30 minutes. You can stay with me while traveling. But we can open inventory, social, corporation, the corporation tab. And well, we type in school. Okay, or academy. But I think I'm going to make that off screen, the choice of joining a corporation. But we can already join the channel, which I think, yeah, you can. They have been, yeah, English recruitment and join it. And wait for somebody to request that we are going to be, or to request general settings. I think there we have the, just have to find out where we have that. Shortcuts, reset settings, general settings. I think there it was. No, there it wasn't, because you need to, yeah, chat, log chat file. EvE voice enabled, yes. Takin, nobody cares about that. Okay. Oh, yes. We've already been contacted. But anyway, I think it is time for me to do a little bit of off-screen work. So, see you next time, and hopefully you're going to stay on course. And fly safe out there in New Eden, all fellow Capsuleers. See you next time. Lucky Russ, over and out.